In this video, we're going to have a couple more questions about taking word problems and writing equations for them. We're still going to start by defining our variable and then write the equation, not solving anything. So a contractor buys 8.2 square feet of sheet metal. She used 2.1 square feet so far and has $183 worth of sheet metal remaining. How much does the sheet metal cost per square foot? So we'll just say C is cost per square foot of the sheet metal. And it says she has $183 worth remaining. So we're going to talk about here what she started with, how much she used, and in the end, she has $183 left. Okay. So at first, she buys 8.2 square feet. It costs C per square foot. We would multiply that together to say how much the original sheet metal she bought cost. But then she used 2.1 square feet. So the amount of the value of the sheet metal is going to go down. So we're going to subtract the 2.1 square feet at a cost of C dollars per square foot. So that'd be 2.1 C. So this is the cost of the original. This is the cost of what she used. And in the end, she has $183 left. So not a very difficult equation, but you have to think a little bit more here. Okay, next one has a percentage, and I know percents we may or may not remember from last year. So Nat's grocery bill was $150, which included a 5% club discount. What was Nat's bill before the discount? So I'm going to say B equals bill before discount. Okay, so the original price of things. Okay, in the end, it's 150. So we're going to say, okay, what did we start with? We took off some money similar to the one above, and we ended up with 150. So I'm going to put that over there. Okay, and the way we calculate percents is, if it was, say, a $200 grocery bill, and we're trying to find 5% of it, we would take 5% of that 200. Okay, but we can't do multiplication with percent, so we change it to a decimal. And 5, I'm going to just jot it on the side. If I wanted to do 5% of 200, it would be 0.05. Move it over twice. Of means multiply, and we would do that. And we'd figure out what that is. It happens to be $10. Okay, and we would subtract that from the original bill. Well, we don't know the original bill, so we're going to take the original bill, which is B. We're going to subtract the discount, which is 0.05 times the original bill, which was B. Okay, so that's essentially, once again, saying we're going to find 5% of the original bill. Once we know how much money that is saving, we can then subtract it from the original bill, which was B dollars. Okay, next one, Ashley has some money. She spends $23.50 on a new top. She decides to keep 2/5 of what she has left, which is $13.80. How many dollars did Ashley have originally? So D is Ashley's original dollars. Okay, so here she has D dollars. She spends $23.50 on a top. So we subtract that from the money she had. And she keeps 2/5 of it. But we have to keep 2/5 of that entire expression. So we're going to throw some parentheses in here and say, let's multiply 2/5 times our D minus $23.50. That's how much money she has left, which is $13.80. Kelsey had $550 in her bank account. Every week she withdraws $25. I mean, she takes it out. Chris only has $10 in his bank account, but he deposits $15 from his allowance every week. He also deposits $20 earned from dog walking every week. After how many weeks will they have the same amount of money in their accounts? So we'll say W is number of weeks. We see this same amount of money. So we're going to write an expression for Kelsey. We're going to write an expression for Chris, and then we're going to set them equal to each other. So Kelsey has $550, but she's withdrawing $25 every week for W weeks. So we're going to take the money out of the account for $25 each week. Chris has $10 and he's depositing $15 from his allowance every week. So that's going up by $15 a week. And he's also going up $20 from the dog walking every week. And then what Kelsey has and what Chris has, we want to know when they will be equal. Okay, two more. A 130-inch board is cut into two pieces. One piece is 4 times the length of the other. Find the length of the shorter piece. Okay, this one's a little trickier. So instead of we're still going to only use one variable. But I'm going to say, let's call the first piece X. Okay. The second piece, in this case, it says it's 4 times the length of the other. So if we called the first piece X and the other one is 4 times its length, that would just be 4X. And we know that this 130-inch board is, split apart into these two pieces. Well, when it's split apart, those two pieces still have to add up to that original 130 inches. So the first piece, X, plus the second piece, which is 4X, has to equal 130. Okay, we're going to solve, combine like terms. Okay, go from there and figure out the value of X. And last one, Teresa earns a weekly salary of $925 and a 5% commission on her total sales. Commission is when you get a percentage of whatever you're selling, whether it's a car, makeup, a house. Okay, you get money from selling stuff. Dawn earns a weekly salary of $1,250 and a 3% commission on sales. What amount of sales will result in them earning the same amount for the week? Okay, so we'll say S is amount of sales. I once again see the same amount for the week. So we're talking about Teresa, we're talking about Dawn, setting them equal to each other. Okay, so Teresa's earning $925. That's no matter what she sells, she's making $925 and a 5% commission off her sales. So we would find 5% of what she sold. Once again, can't multiply by percent, so we change it to a decimal, multiply by the total sales, but total sales is S. So 0.05 times S. That's the 5% commission. Dawn makes $1,250 and 3% commission. So we're going to add in the 0.03 for the 3% times his sales, which is S. And we want to know when they are equal to each other. Okay, so with these, just take it slow, define your variable, look for that per, each, every. Okay, remember percents need to be changed to decimals before you multiply. And if you take it piece by piece, okay, hopefully it isn't too bad.